This is on Twitter. I'll link these in the description when I put this on YouTube. So he's trying to type in ARCRaiders. And it shows it in the video. And then it shows up as stars. Here, we'll do it slowly. There it is. So he typed it in, and it shows up as stars. This is wild. I've seen a lot of censorship in gaming. Not a lot, but like a significant amount over the past couple of years. And especially with like, Chinese-made games and stuff. But I've never seen a Western game do this with the title of another Western game, which is crazy. So let's see why ARCRaiders is being censored. Apparently, ARCRaiders is being censored by Battlefield, which is crazy. So that's what I wanted to discuss first, because this is like we've dealt with gaming censorship before in here. We've dealt with gaming censorship. When was the last time, guys? Black Myth Wukong, where when we were playing with Black Myth Wukong, you could not say Winnie the Pooh in chat. At all. You could not put it in the thing for, at all. And everyone got like, not everyone who was a sponsor stream could not like, say certain phrases or anything like that, which was crazy in their stream titles. That was one of them. And then the other time was what's it called? Marvel's Rivals, I think. And you couldn't say, various phrases like that were, I guess censored by China, like Winnie the Pooh and so on and so forth. You literally just couldn't type them in. You can't type them in, which is insane. I don't know if you still can't, but you definitely couldn't when Marvel's Rivals was at its peak. And I love Marvel's Rival. I still played the shit out of it. But that was a major issue. So we've dealt with gaming censorship before. So let's see about ARCRaiders. I'm very interested. EA, the game EA, this is censored, ARCRaiders. And also, by the way, I saw this on an ARCRaiders tweet. Let's go to Twitter. This is where I got like the inkling of this. It was on their official Twitter, and they said they had this like really weird tweet. Where was it? I think it was like from a few days ago. Yeah, here it is. So we're still on track to release, and it's ARCRaiders. It's definitely the word ARCRaiders, but it's starred out on October 30th. And I was like, what? And then I saw this, and so it's being censored in a couple of other games. First of all, they tried to censor it in EA's Battlefield. And then they also, Battlefield 6, and then they also tried to censor it in Black Ops 7 in-game chat as well. So we can see the video for this, actually. Let's do that first. This is on Twitter. I'll link these in the description when I put this on YouTube. So he's trying to type in ARCRaiders. And it shows it in the video. And then it shows up as stars. Here, we'll do it slowly. There it is. So he typed it in, and it shows up as stars. This is wild. I've seen a lot of censorship in gaming. Not a lot, but like a significant amount over the past couple of years. And especially with like, Chinese-made games and stuff. But I've never seen a Western game do this with the title of another Western game, which is crazy. So let's see why ARCRaiders is being censored.
Very strange. They launched
a video made by Rooster. What is this called? Rooster Scrappy. So let's check it out.
EA app to download Battlefield 6.
How's it sound, guys? Can you hear it?
Each other on the platform.
I'll turn it up.
While they were chatting, one of them tried to mention ARCRaiders.
Yeah.
But he couldn't. He tried it again and again. No.
I hope there's proof, because like the other video for Black Ops 7, the one I just showed the proof. So let's see this.
Platform just wouldn't let the name go through. It was replaced with a string of hashtags instead. When I first heard about it, I didn't believe it. It sounded unreal.
Man, I miss the original Matrix. Like, oh my god. I need to rewatch it again. Like, I've seen this movie like 50 times, but like it's seriously one of the best movies ever made. But like, oh my god, the original Matrix, I really need to rewatch it, man. I haven't watched it in like a year and a half, which is way too long. It's like, well, no, it's actually more like 2 years because yeah, dad was in the hospital a year ago. So yeah, I haven't watched it in like 2 years. And it's like, you know, Lord of the Rings, I rewatch like once every 6 months, for example. And I do the same type of thing with Matrix, but I haven't watched Matrix 1 in a really long time, so I need to do that again. And actually, I'm a Matrix 2 backtester as well. I love Matrix Reloaded as well. Discord movie night? Yeah, exactly.
Why would the EA app, the
Yeah.
platform of one of the biggest companies in the industry, block a specific game's name?
Yeah, I can tell you why. Because there was a little article a while ago, and it was Battlefield EA expectations. Hopefully that'll bring it up. Here it is. So EA reportedly expects Battlefield to have, and this is from Eurogamer, I just pulling up the link from Reddit, expects to have Battlefield 6 hit 100 million players, which is an insane number, which is an absolutely crazy, it's way too high of a number. Like, I don't think this is any way, shape, or form even remotely achievable. And this was like, you know, this wasn't like some random dude tweeting this out. This was Eurogamer. And Eurogamer is like a really big video game reporting news site. This is an actual reporter for video game news. You know, this is all the way back in July, which is really not that long ago. It's only 4 months ago. So, sorry, 3 months ago. So yeah, it's not like this was like, you know, like really, really late news or anything like that. So what I think is going on is that they are so desperate to hit that number because all the way back then is when the acquisition was starting to happen with EA. I haven't made the video on it because I will do a full breakdown on the EA acquisition by the Saudi government and you know, the various other private partners for $55 billion that just happened. But like, you know, acquisitions like that start to occur for a very, very long time. And I have no doubt that this 100 million player estimation, you know, estimation is doing a lot of heavy lifting here, that word, but I have no doubt that, you know, this estimation had a lot to do with the valuation of EA for the acquisition to occur. This is what companies do when they're trying to be acquired. They try to say, oh yeah, this game will make this much money, or, you know, in the video game world. It'll, you know, this product will sell this amount of people, or to this amount of people, we will get this amount of sales. And they always pump up those numbers like crazy. And usually the companies or people or whatever trying to do the acquisition are okay with it because they're hoping it'll make that much money. It's kind of like a lot of times a gamble. But, you know, it's kind of like, you know, they do their own evaluations as well to try to see if the company that is trying to be acquired, if the pumping up of numbers is something that is feasible or not or whatever. Ubisoft has done this with Tencent and so on and so forth. You know, this happens a lot in any company, in any acquisition. I work in acquisitions. But this is very much, I think this number was made for the Saudi government. But yeah, it is delusional. I agree. But the thing is that EA on some level still wants to hit something like this. It's like, you know, the shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you still land amongst the stars. It's one of those types of things. And so this is a crazy situation where in order to hit that level of numbers, EA probably is, you know, I think they see ARCRaiders as a real threat. Because when ARCRaiders came out for its big, like, beta test a few months ago, it was crazy how many people covered ARCRaiders, how many people were interested in ARCRaiders, and how it took the gaming world by storm. Let's do my favorite thing. It's called The Wall. So ARCRaiders. We're just gonna look up ARCRaiders on YouTube and see The Wall. The Wall is you put in anything, a subject, in this case ARCRaiders, and then you just start to see how many videos are being made on YouTube. This is the YouTube wall. So we're gonna start going down, and it's just video after video after video after video after video. And this isn't CoD. This isn't Battlefield. This isn't like some major game that everyone knows and everyone is covering. This isn't like a Fortnite or anything like that. And it's just like, I mean, some of these algorithm, the YouTube algorithm is dog shit. So sometimes it'll show me like, you know, other games. But like the vast majority of these are like ARCRaiders focused, and every single one of these videos is getting like, you know, million views, 100,000 views, 40,000 views, 20,000 views, and it's just going on and on and on. These videos are huge, dude, and it's so many of these videos. Everyone is covering this game. Everyone has played this game, and the people who even haven't played this game are still covering the game. And so, and this is, like I said, a relatively niche game. It's an extraction game. It's a third-person game. It's not even an FPS. It's a game that is not made by a major company. It's the offshoot of a major company. It is an ex-EA game. So the makers of the game, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, is Embark Studios. And who is Embark Studios? Ex-Battlefield devs. And not only ex-Battlefield devs. It's like the GOATs of Battlefield. The original GOATs of Battlefield 1, 2, and 3. My 3 favorite Battlefield games. I think 4 was a step in the wrong direction, even though a lot of people love 4. I think 5 was dog shit. Obviously 2047 or whatever year was it, 2077? I don't know. Well, the 2042, Battlefield 2042. That one was hard dog shit trash, and so on and so forth. And we've gotten to a point where, like, you know, Battlefield 6 seems to be a big turnaround in the right direction, but everyone knows how much of a threat ARCRaiders is. And I think that is part of the reason. Now, the other part of the reason is, like I hinted at earlier, is that I think when the Battlefield devs left to make the finals and then ARCRaiders, there was a lot of bad blood. So that's my estimation. But let's see what the video says. I just wanted to give my input before we actually watch the rest of this video, because I think that, you know, it's a couple of different reasons, and the reasons are a little bit complicated. And but it shows, I mean, let's be real. This shows EA to be bitch made. 100%. This is a bitch move by EA. 1,000,000%. I'll just go ahead and say that. You don't censor the name of another game.
Doesn't break any rules in any way whatsoever. And of all the names in the world, why would it be ARCRaiders?
Yeah.
So I decided to test it myself to see if that was actually the case.
All right, let's see it. Okay. Oh, okay. So the other possibility was they're not allowing the name of any other competitor, like Call of Duty. Call of Duty is like the biggest competitor to Battlefield, but that's not the case. Fortnite, Grand Theft Auto, okay, all right. All of these are allowed. And then ARCRaiders. Holy shit. I mean, he made a video about it, so I assumed it was going to be real, but like,
yep,
it's still stunning to see.
ARCRaiders really was censored.
And this is from August 5th that Scrappy made this tweet. So I'm obviously quite a bit late on this. How old is the video? Oh, this is 8 days ago. Okay, so I'm not really that late on this. Okay.
I was shocked and immediately tweeted about it. But why?
I don't follow this guy on Twitter.
This for ARCRaiders? To find out,
let's see.
Let's rewind to 2018, when the team...
So he's going to talk about the Battlefield devs leaving EA.
Behind ARCRaiders was founded.
Yep.
The core members...
This was the year, 2018 was the year that Embark Studios was created. And they worked on the finals for like, what, 3-4 years before the finals came out. And the finals is really good. And when, like, I love the finals because it reminds me of Battlefield 1, 2, and 3. Like, it's seriously that entire reason. Except it is more wild, more unhinged, more goofy. But, like, in a good way.
Of this team were actually ex-DICE devs.
Yeah.
The studio working on Battlefield under EA. There were the names behind the OG Battlefield games. In 2018, the majority of the talent who built some of the biggest games in the series decided to leave DICE.
Yeah, the GOATs.
Patrick, the former DICE CEO and EA.
Yeah. And also, by the way, he's gonna talk about he's gonna talk about
and over
leaving
50 developers, including other key names.
50 major developers of Battlefield left in 2018. And what Battlefield games came out after 2018? Hold on, let me move Discord away. Oh no, it's already over here. What Battlefield games came out since 2018? Battlefield game launch by date. So we have obviously Battlefield 6, which just came out, 2042, Battlefield 5. Those are the only ones. And two of these, 2042 and Battlefield 5, were absolutely lambasted for having, like, no fucking content, huge issues that took, like, months, if not years to solve, and everything like that. And it's because EA had a brain drain. All of the really good devs of, the original Battlefields, the best Battlefields in the series and so on, they all fucking left the company.
Left the studio and created their own, which they named Embark Studios.
It's no coincidence.
The Embark founders weren't just names on the credits list. They were pillars.
Yeah,
and the son managed Frostbite tech that powered Battlefield's.
Frostbite tech is like their entire engine.
Signature destruction and large-scale warfare.
Yeah.
While Stromberg's audio direction gave Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3 their thunderous.
Oh my god. Bad Company. Oh my god. One of the absolute goats. Bad Company 2. Holy shit. I miss the year that game came out. I played like so much of that game, man. So much. It was insane.
Cinematic identity. When that caliber of leadership and institutional memory walks out the door.
And also, like, EA didn't used to be a dog shit company that only focused on, like, loot box monetization and things like that. They didn't used to be like that. Like, they used to be like, original Ubisoft didn't used to be, the shitstorm that they turned into. And a lot of times when these game companies turn into something that they didn't used to be, and kind of like become much worse in a lot of ways, a lot of the passionate and good devs in the company, they just fucking leave. We've seen the exact same thing happen with Ubisoft. We saw this exact same thing happen, obviously, with EA here. We've seen the exact same thing happening with various Microsoft studios after the big Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard and many other companies. They've acquired, like 25 different companies or something. It's insane how many companies they've just eaten up. And, it's a good reason that they left because, a lot of people have ended up, being fired from Microsoft as a result of the acquisition as well. And I'll be covering that as well. So if you guys, by the way, if you guys want to see any of those videos and discussions and stuff, I like to talk about the business side of gaming, talking about like all these companies and sometimes what they do wrong, as well as, when they make good moves and do good things, and we cover good games as well. If you guys like that kind of news, give this video a like, a sub, share it with your friends, and leave a comment for the algorithm gods. Super important for YouTube, but I'll always tell it how it is, and I don't try to, censor myself for anything by any company. I will call out all of these companies for all their dog shit. But, I just like to cover, all these games. But yeah.
Effects show up later. And they did. Battlefield 5 struggled with content and had its live service support and surprisingly...
So true. Anytime a video maker agrees with me, 100% correct. Absolutely true. I've been playing these games since the fucking first Battlefield. I've been playing every one of these games. I used to live and breathe Battlefield. I love Battlefield way more than CoD. Forever. Because Battlefield always incentivized, like, the team play, capturing points and stuff. Whereas, like, CoD is just, like, a fucking shooting simulator. You gotta hit the headshots and all that really matters is KDA and all that bullshit. But like, you could play a little bit more tactically and also like, the destruction mechanics and everything like that at a dimension that, a fucking Call of Duty could never ever match.
Early in 2020. leaving players feeling shortchanged.
Super
Then
short
Battlefield
game.
2042 arrived, and it launched
God.
in a very rough technical state, and missing some very
I wish I made YouTube back when 2042 came out, man. Oh my god. Counter-Strike? Oh, dude, I played Counter-Strike as well. Counter-Strike Source is one of my, probably still one of my most played games of all time. That was back when I could actually play shooters well and, you know, click on heads and everything. 100% agree, Miss Jake. Like, absolutely. But, like, you know, Battlefield was my bread and butter because it was such a chill game.
important core features that defined the series.
Yeah.
The contrast between the past was hard to ignore.
Yep.
After the veterans left, DICE and EA struggled to deliver the same consistent quality the franchise was known for.
Yeah, you can't.
The departure of these guys wasn't sudden.
When 50
It
of
was
your
a
best
big one.
devs leave.
When high-profile teams leave to build competing projects, you tend to see corporate sensitivities show up.
And also, the reason that they left was because of the direction that EA was going. We saw this exact same thing with Activision Blizzard. And when Diablo 3 was being made, half of the team that worked on Diablo 2 and Diablo 1, you know, two of the best and most influential games of all time, it really, you know, was like the pillars of the ARPG genre and everything. Like, half the team left Blizzard Activision, or at the time Blizzard, and because they didn't like the direction Battlefield, what is it called, Diablo 3 was going. So they all left and made their own games. Some of them started work on games like Path of Exile. A lot of the ex Diablo devs left for Path of Exile. A lot of the ex devs left for making their own game called Marvel Heroes, which was really, really cool for like 3-4 years before that game died. But, you know, when that game came out, like the first 2 years of that game's lifespan, oh my god, still one of the most fun ARPGs I've ever played in my life. And then, you know, a part of the team left to make Last Epoch, which you know, is an early access game and has been in early access for a few years and is just a really fucking good game. Really, really, really unique ARPG. One of the best level up mechanics, in my opinion. Period. Full stop. With all of these spells being able to be tailor-made into whatever you want and stuff. So fucking cool. And still, like, that spell system is something that no other ARPG, even Path of Exile, is really able to hit. And I love Path of Exile. Like, Path of Exile is one of the GOATs. But yeah, this is what happens anytime that, like, a brain drain happens in a game company. They leave because they don't like the direction the company's going, and then they bring their passion and all their drive and all their skill to make a new game that oftentimes is way better than what the original company could possibly make. Expedition 33, made by a team of Ubisoft devs that used to work at Ubisoft, went to Ubisoft with their idea to make a really cool RPG and was shut down by Ubisoft. Ubisoft said, nope, we're not interested. We want to make dog shit. We want to make microtransactions. And they're like, okay. So they left. And then they made Expedition 33. Obviously, that's simply a simplification of the entire set of events. But at its core, that's what happened and to create Expedition 33. And they made one of the best games of the entire year, Expedition 33.
That history matters for what happened next. So, back to censorship.
Yeah.
After the community noticed the ARCRaiders blog, and my posts clearly reached the right people, very soon after, the chat filter disappeared. Nothing summoned.
So now that this guy made a tweet and, like, you know, it caught the eyes of EA and everything like that. Let's see if I can find the tweet. How big was the tweet? So Rooster Scrappy all the way on August 6th. I'm curious how large the reach of that tweet is. Let's see if we can find it. Is it on here somewhere? This is ARCRaiders news. So a lot of people were looking this up. Interesting. Where is the original tweet? Let's see if I can go to here and see the original tweet. I just want to find the original tweet because I want to see the reach of the original tweet. So this tweet, I mean, 300,000 views is a lot, but, like, I'm expecting, like, you know, 1 million views for the original tweet or something like that. but we can't find it. I was hoping someone would like, link it, but people are so bad at linking to the like original context on Twitter. I don't know why they're so allergic to fucking doing that, but they do that a lot. They do that a lot. Everyone tries to get their little share of clout when they're, especially when they're like a fan page of a game like this. Here it is, Rooster Scrappy. Rooster Scrappy. Let's see his Twitter and go back down to August. We'll just take a quick gander. This guy, dude, this guy covers a lot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see. So this one's 78,000. But I want to see the original. I feel like it was one of those tweets that went like super viral. Okay, let's go. Let's just scroll all the way down to August. We're just gonna zoom down to August. Just a quick look. Back in September. Here it is. August. Okay. There it is. This is what I was expecting. Over 1 million impressions. Over 1 million impressions. That's crazy. So this is why this was fixed. This is why. Because when a game company gets caught out, when any company gets caught out, but like especially with gaming is very social media focused. When a game company is found out to be doing some dog shit like this, we are in an era of social media where there is nothing that scares a game company more than getting shit on like this on such a wide view. That's why, like, if you want something fixed in a video game, go to their Steam page and yell about it in a Steam page. Make like a shit review and make those shit reviews and make a lot of people make those shit reviews. And that is the thing. That is the only way to get these game companies to fucking actually change their shit. We saw that with Helldivers 2 on a massive level. If we all hadn't like, review bombed the fuck out of Helldivers 2, we would still be in the situation where 90% of the world could not play Helldivers 2 for the Sony fucking requirement of the PlayStation Network and all that. And a year later, or a year plus later, we are now in the situation where every single person could play Helldivers 2. I covered all of that as well. So yeah, that is a thing. You have to yap about it. You have to be loud, and it has to be public.
Companies faster than a viral tweet.
There it
when
is.
we tried the next day, we could type ARCRaiders just fine. After EA rolled it back quickly, both sides remained silent.
Yeah,
Neither
because they don't
EA
want there to
nor
be black
Embark
blood.
has made any public comments explaining what happened.
Yeah.
What actually caused it is still up in the air. It could have been a corporate move or...
Well, I wouldn't say act like a Karen, because Karen is unfounded. Acting like a Karen means, like, in my opinion, in my brain, is like that the act is unfounded. When you're giving actual feedback and you're trying to make a big song and dance about something real, then you're just trying to get, in my opinion, the proper attention to the problem, because it's the only thing these fuckers listen to. That's the difference. I know you don't mean it in a bad way, but like that's why, because like Karen has a very, very negative connotation for a very, very understandable reason. Most Karens make up shit. Most Karens are being like, absolutely, yeah, let me speak to the manager. I want to get this person fired. I would say like all the people that yell woke, and basically they've kind of like, killed the meaning of that entire term because it's so overused now. I would say like that's more being a Karen nowadays. Yeah, exactly. No. I never want to have people make things up in a review. I think you should always say the real stuff and always be really, really loud and get as many, looks on that as possible. That's why I make YouTube. That is why I cover all of the gaming news that I possibly can. That's why I've made over 500 videos in 2 years. Because I want to make gaming better. That is it. I've never been sponsored for that exact reason. So I can always give the real take. And I never will be sponsored because I'm way, way too honest for these motherfuckers.
An automated filter gone wrong. My take?
Exactly.
It feels a bit too targeted to be a random glitch.
No,
technical issues usually hit categories or words.
This is a really good point. Like, if this was a bug, and they're never going to admit it, nor should they. If you admit there was a problem like this, you are admitting fault. And no company wants to ever admit fault, at least if they're smart. And EA is Machiavelli, but they're not dumb. They could be, you could call them short-sighted. You could say they're cash grabby. You could say many, many things. But you can never accuse a company like EA of being dumb, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't think
single game title. That kind of precision looks suspicious.
On purpose, yeah.
Either way,
it's the Dokes meme. Oh, dude. Okay, I'm gonna give a sub to this guy, man.
Either way, it sparked a clash right before the launch.
This is so
season.
good.
Now both studios are locked in for October.
That's true. ARCRaiders is going to have its like open test in what, like 6 days. Battlefield 6 just came out yesterday. This is going to be a clash, and I'm so here for it. So here for it.
Battlefield 6 launches on October.
ARCRaiders' launch is going to go crazy.
10 and ARCRaiders on October 30.
I need to put my gameplay
get their
up.
hands on the games. It won't be about a behind-the-scenes drama or chat filters.
Yeah.
It'll come down to how good the games actually are.
Exactly.
And with both games dropping in the same month, it'll be a head-to-head showdown between ex-colleagues turned rivals. If you're excited about ARCRaiders, you should definitely subscribe, because I'll cover everything you need. Just like I did here in this video, breaking down all—
I like the little rooster with a hat. Dude, good video. Really, really good video. I will link it in the description below. I'm also linking it in chat if you guys want to give this guy a view, a like, comment. I always give credit to the people I cover and the videos I cover. But yeah, no, this is a great video. I've never, ever watched anything by Rooster Scrappy before. But this is a great video, and I completely agree. But I would say that it is missing the extra context that I gave with the EA basically like pumping up its numbers, trying to do the acquisition to Saudi Arabia. And I'll do a very, very large breakdown for that Saudi Arabia acquisition, because that is huge gaming news. One of the biggest gaming moves for the entire year just happened with this. EA is a giant fucking company. And, you know, being bought for $55 billion is a huge shift in the gaming ecosystem. So if you guys want to get some more news about that, if you guys want to get some more news about ARCRaiders, I will definitely be playing it at launch. I'll also be putting up the ARCRaiders gameplay from the playtest that we did, what was it, like about a month and a half, 2 months ago? And I played only a single day. I got my key really, really late, but very much, really enjoyed the game. And definitely want to put my gameplay up because it was a lot of fun, So you guys will be able to expect, you know, just at least, you know, get some idea of what to expect and everything like that. So if you guys like that kind of content, you guys like this video, give this video a like, give it a sub, share it with your friends. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think the acquisition of EA was a part of the reason that ARCRaiders was censored in the EA chat? And the same thing with the Call of Duty chat as well. Because he didn't talk about the Call of Duty chat, but it was apparently censored in the Activision Call of Duty chat as well, which is insane. These guys are so scared of how viral this game is, and for good reason. The wall of YouTube for ARCRaiders is still going. I could scroll down all the livelong day, and I probably still wouldn't run out of videos to show you guys for ARCRaiders. ARCRaiders might be perfect. 181,000 views. Oh, no, sorry, the gameplay happened like 4 months ago. Never mind. Time is a construct. ARCRaiders is in a nutshell. 115,000 views. Everyone fucking covered this game. And for good reason. This game is really good. And it is very accessible as a game as well. The finals is as well. But the finals, you know, I think for whatever reason or another, just never really hit like the super peaks or anything like that I expected. Because when the finals came out, I thought it was going to be like, I don't know, the next Battlefield or something. Like, genuinely, I thought it was going to be like way bigger because the quality is there. But I don't know what it was. Maybe it's like the aesthetic of it, and it's like too gamified. You know, everything in the finals is like, you know, big like coins flashing everywhere. It kind of feels like a Smash Brothers game, or in some weird way, even though it's a first-person shooter. It's a very odd game, but I mean, I love the shit out of it, and I played it a lot. it's like one of my off-stream games that I played for a pretty long time. I think like a solid like 4 months or so. But very much like it didn't really hit like the super major peaks. But the aesthetic of this is far, far more accessible. It has this like retro futuristic vibe. You know, everything looks a little bit steampunk. You know, there's really, really cool like PvE enemies for someone like me to enjoy. I really like the PvE element of extraction games far more than the PvP, though I don't shy away from PvP either. I'm a Tarkov guy as well. So like, you know, all of these things are something that I think goes in ARCRaiders' favor to make it way more accessible than even the finals. And I really hope to see this win. Like, I want ARCRaiders to be a fucking gangbusters success. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Because so far, ARCRaiders is making all the right moves. You know, the $40 price tag. I will link my previous video because I talk a lot in this video about the $40 price tag and why everyone complaining about the $40 price tag is fucking dumb as shit. It should have a price tag because if it's free to play, it's going to have like, it's going to bring in all the cheaters. It's going to bring in all the like, you know, people who ruin games like this. So yeah, that's the entire discussion. Hope you guys liked it. Like I said, give this video a like, a sub, share it with your friends, and catch you guys in the next video.